All right, good morning. It is, let's see, what is it? Wednesday, July 16th, and we are playing the puzzles. I already had one task out of the way today, two tasks if you count dropping my son off at cross country, but I had a big project in the backyard that I forgot one thing. You know how you go to Home Depot or Lowe's or your home improvement store, and you go and you get what you need, and then there's that one thing you're like, I forgot that. Yeah, that was that one thing. I had to buy one tube of silicone, like that caulking stuff. So, yeah, anyway, I dropped him off, and I was like, you know what, I may as well just go grab it. So while I was out, dropping him off at the school, I had the dog in the car and everything, because the dog loves car rides. When we first got him, we got this foster dog like five months ago. And oh my gosh, he would hate car rides. He would just lay down on the seat and just like, I hope it's over, I hope it's over. Because maybe he's car sick or something, I don't know. It's bad vibes. But he would never get in. So he got in. He loves car rides now. And we dropped my son off. We ran to Home Depot. And then here we are to do the puzzles together. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that project, when you and I are done here. But yeah, it's kind of fun to do puzzles, to do projects like that. Now the reason you can see, I said getting ready to party. The reason I'm saying getting ready to party, one of the things that I need to do to kind of polish off, making our house look good, is my oldest daughter, her birthday is coming up soon, and we are celebrating it with her friends, right? You always have multiple birthdays. It's never just the one day. I always joke that Miller birthdays last for a week, because you have your friend party, and then you go with grandma, and then you have your close family party, and then you celebrate like 7 different times. And so today we are getting the house ready for this friend party. Probably the biggest friend party we've ever had. It's going to be something like 20 to 25 kids. So we're like running to Costco and getting what we need, and it's like all these things. Anyway, it's going to be fun. And the cool part is, I'm a teacher. We live in the area of the school. My kids go to the high school, or will go to the high school. One of them already does. And I know a lot of these kids. I've had them in my classes. So I live this funny duality between like dad, and teacher. So I've had these kids in my class. I've given them tough love grades, just like I give everybody else. I don't give a freebie to some kid just because they're my daughter's friend or something. I didn't give my daughter took my classes. I did not give her a free pass. She worked possibly harder than everyone else in both my photography and my TV, or my, what did she take? Video production. I love that question. You just gave her a free A. I'm like, no, I did not. In fact, she worked harder than everyone else to prove that the kid of a video production teacher or photography teacher knows his stuff, right? That the kid can perform it as well. So, no, I did not give her a free pass. Her birthday's coming up, so we're having this big party. We're just kind of doing some last-minute things. The inside of the house looks really good. We've cleaned it from top to bottom. And now we're going through and just kind of putting some finishing touches on a couple of indoor or outdoor projects that we've got going on. All right. Hey, you know what? Enough talk. Let's play the connections puzzle, and let's figure out all of these. You can see in the bottom we're going to play connections, and then the mini crossword, and then the Wordle, and then the Strands, and then our old pal, the letterbox. Okay. Great. So I see quad, corner, tree, hammy. Okay, I see a couple of these. Lamb, library, dealt, surround, overdone, trap, okay, bet, camp, dorm, dramatic, cafeteria. All right, now this I could be wrong, this could be a red herring, but I see quad, hammy, trap, and dealt. Do I see other things like bet and dealt? If you bet and then you dealt the cards, I don't know. Maybe it's right. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Yes. Oh, it is a red herring. Oh my gosh. It's a red herring. It's an absolute trick. Okay. How about something that's overdone, or campy, or hammy, or overly dramatic? You're being dramatic. There it is. Exaggerated. It's overdone. It's hammy. It's dramatic. It's campy. I love that. Okay. Well, what that does tell us, though, is what are the other things, right? If it's like you fell for the red herring, here's hammy, and it's not hamstring, or quad for quadriceps, delt for deltoids, trap for trapezius, right, your shoulder muscles. That means probably each of these have their own separate category. So like trap, maybe to trap, to corner, right, to surround, to corner. And all right, here's one I do know. Here's one. The quad, the library, the dorm, and the cafeteria. You tell me what those are. All right, college campus. In fact, one of these camps that I took my kids to was more than an overnighter. They were there for about a week. And they stayed in dorms, these college dorms, but nobody's using them during the summer. So these kids in this giant summer camp got to stay in these college dorms. There's a library. They ate at the cafeteria, and then a lot of the fun, like games and getting to know you stuff and all that, happened in the quad, in the big, just kind of open park area. So it was fun. They took over a college campus as this kind of a VBS, Vacation Bible School kind of thing. It was awesome. It was really cool. All right, so we got the yellow. That should be the easiest. We got the green. That should be the next least straightforward. Next least, whatever. The trickier, the next trickiest. How about... Why the? I'm stuck on the word the. The? Does this make a bet, tree, dealt? Okay, now let's consider the alternative. Surround, to trap, to corner, to lamb if you're on the lamb. Shoot, it's one away. Bet? Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but delta, lambda, beta, and theta? Okay. Starts of Greek letters. See, there's some lag. Let me just make sure my internet connection is good. I have been in talks with a new internet provider. I think the trickiest part is going to be breaking up with my current internet provider. They make it hard. They make it hard for you to break up with your internet provider, right? Okay. So then these ones, to corner, to trap, to surround, and then to, I guess, chase up a tree. Nice. To close in on. Cool. Okay, look at that. The first one, we fell into our red herring there. That's pretty funny. So green was exaggerated as a performance. You have a campy performance, dramatic, right? Overly dramatic, overdone, or hammy. Parts of a college campus, the cafeteria, the dorm, the library, and the quad. Starts of Greek letters, beta, theta, lambda, and delta. So bet, delt, lam, and the. That's funny, I like that. And then to close in on, to corner, to surround, to trap, and to tree. All right. I guess to chase up a tree, right? Okay, whoops. Accidentally opened it twice. I just restarted my laptop, so I'm a little surprised I have some glitchiness going on. All right, in the mini today, we've got... No, I don't need to verify Microsoft Excel. Thanks for asking. Okay. Why did that cut off? Okay, I hope you don't mind. I'm going to figure out why this is cut off real quick. Because it should show the stuff at the top there, but it's not there. Okay, that's me. And here's the thingy that says where the puzzles are at. Here are the clues in the puzzle. I know, hold on. I'm trying to figure something out. I wonder why it doesn't show that top part. Huh. Well, I'm going to have to figure that out. It should just say it right there in big letters. So I'm a little surprised it doesn't show that. Okay, sorry, this is bugging me. There's the clues, and here's the puzzle. So what's going on about the puzzle? Edit, transform. Crop the right. Crop the top. Oh, golly, there it is. Isn't that weird? Look at that, it got cut off. Okay, so then why did this one get cut off? Here, let's see if we can fix... that one. If I click here... Oh, now we can see it. What in the world's going on here? Why did that get cut off? Unless we can just slip right there. Sorry for the inconvenience, guys. Just wondering why that wasn't showing. Okay, sorry, that was art in motion there. All right, keeps in the loop. To right. I don't know. We'll come back. They're kept in the loop. To keep in a loop might be to tie, right? To tie a loop, tie a knot. They're kept in the loop. Like friends, family. I don't know. We'll come back. Love to pieces. Adore. Craze. Craze, maybe mania. I don't know. We might change all of these. I have no idea. Single weightlifting unit. Bar. I don't know. We'll come back. What if it is bar? Who knows? Type of wood in Horace Slughorn's wand. Oh boy. Horace Slughorn's wand was ash, willow. maple. I don't know. There's lots of different wand woods and wand cores even, right? The core of the wand. What might have you seeing double? Maybe twins? Right? Twins? That means this one's wrong. Cartoonist creation. Character. Oh, maybe just comic. Comic. Kapow. Bam. The Caribbean. Sea. Keeps in the loop. Keeps in the loop, in a way. Maybe etc. Like, I'm going to list things, and I'll keep you in a loop, like, thinking that there's more, thinking there's more. Maybe I'm wrong with that one, I don't know. Let's see, they're kept in the loop. Something's wrong here. I wonder if it is... Okay. Something is wrong here. I wonder if it's twins. Well, it might have you seeing double. Six looks like anime, doesn't it? Love to pieces. Something's wrong. I wonder if it's... Okay, hold on. We're thinking this is it. I don't think it is. Love to pieces. Are you telling me this one could be wrong? Let's put this in and see if it works. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. One down. Type of wood, Horus Slughorn's wand. I don't know. We might have to look that one up. I usually don't look things up in the puzzle. I just go for my brain, but... What might have you seeing double? Two of something would put an S on the end, but doesn't necessarily... Single weightlifting unit. Oh, good call. Rubina said cedar. Is it? Horus Slughorn, does he have a... Okay, alright, I think I know this one. Single weightlifting unit is a rep, a repetition. You count your reps. Oh, alright. Cartoonist creation. A strip. A comic strip. Alright, starting to fall into place. Thank you for cedar. Rubina, that is exactly what we needed to hear. Because it wasn't comic, it was strip. Keeps in the loop. I'm confused by this one. Keeps in the loop. don't know what that means. They're kept in the loop. Okay, let me verify something. Horse slughorn at a cedar. Okay, yep, you are correct on that one. Cedar. Okay, kapow. I want to say bam. What might have you seeing double? Double stone. See, I don't do it. They're kept in the loop. Oh my gosh, belts. Belt. They're kept in the loop, belt loops. That took me a minute. What might have you seeing double? Alone? Oh, a clone. Gosh, that took forever. That took forever. I am so sorry, guys. That one... Oh, my gosh. Okay. Keeps in the loop, in a way. Carbon copies, CCs. Like an email. They're kept in the loop. Belts. You have a belt? Hook it to your belt loop. Oh, my gosh. Love to pieces. Adore. I thought that was right. I just go with my intuition. Craze, mania. That one we got first thing. I didn't change. Single weightlifting unit, a rep. Repetition. Horace Slughorn's wand in Harry Potter was cedarwood. Cedar. What might have you seeing double? A clone. Yeah, that would be double. Cartoonist creation. Originally I said comic, which threw off the whole thing. No, it's strip for comic strip. Kapow, bam. And then the Caribbean, or Caribbean, depending on how you pronounce it, is a sea. The sea to shining sea. Okay. And next one, we're going to play the Wordle. And if you'll forgive me, I won't be looking at the chat during the Wordle. I tend to kind of bow out. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. I just tend to sort of productively struggle through it myself. What if we started with bread? Okay, there's an R and there's an E somewhere. How about hoist? I'm trying to think of it. Oh, no help at all. Okay. I like thinking up at least 3 non-intersecting words. Sometimes I can only think of 2, but if I can think of 3, that's even better. Words that don't use all the same letters. So I end up with 15 individual guesses without wasting any. How about, there's one, mucky. Okay, another Y at the end. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like in the last month or 2, there have been like significantly a large number that end with a Y. I can't think of any of them, but there have been some that I'm like, another one that ends in a Y, huh? Okay, so if we know that R and E are not there, and we've got a P, we've got an L, we've got a G, an F. Okay, so maybe it's something RY. Verily. That's not how you spell verily. It's not a word, is it? No. Verily. Verily. Pearly? That's not how you spell pearly. Is that a word? No, it's not a word. Could be a W. Something with a W. W. Can't be WR. That's not how you spell really. Okay, what if it's something R-E-Y? There's no more vowels, so if there was a vowel, it would be an E. Or a Y. I see my chat going in the corner of my eye. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at it. I purposely, specifically the Wordle, I don't know why, I'm just weird like that. I love to productively struggle through the Wordle myself. So, if you are screaming the answer at me, I'm sorry, I'm not looking at it. I'll look at it in a couple minutes when I finally get the Wordle figured out. How about blank? Is that a word? Ellery? It's not. It can't be. Is that how you... No. I'm making up words. Yuri? Maybe it doesn't start with it. Pearly? That's not how you spell pearly. Oh, I'm overthinking this one. There's a Y at the end. There's an R, there's an E. Where could they go? They could go re. Well, they could go re, actually. Reply. Oh my gosh, I'm staring at a word. I'm like, hold on, reply, that's a word. L could go there, P could go there. R, E, it's reply. It's got to be. It's not? You're telling me. Okay, so it doesn't start with an R. And the R, so the R could go something, E, we know it's an E. R blank Y. How is it not reply? Bah. Okay, so then maybe it goes blank RY. Is that a word? I don't think that's a word. Newry? Fury? It's not. Henry's brother, or Henry's sister, Jenry. I thought like Erie or something, right? And you guys, you'll have to forgive me. I see the chat going in the corner of my eye. I'm not looking at it. Even if you're screaming the answer at me, I'm not looking at it. Nary? I thought it was Nary. N-A-R-R-Y. Wary. Ooh, there's a word. Hold on. That's a word. Ferry, double R. We haven't guessed the F yet. If we're wrong, it'll tell us where the R goes, right? Let's try it. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. We're on the last guess. Nervy? I don't want to get this wrong. If I just, hit the enter key, then I'm, wrong. Then I lose a, 150-day streak. Okay. Clear your mind. The R does not go at the first, does not go at the second, does not go at the fourth. It has to go at the third. E, we found out, goes there. Y, we found out, goes there. So there are two letters, consonants, I would assume. Not a Q, not an X, not a Z, not a W. I don't think, I really think it is nervy. That's a weird word. What if it's not? Gurney. Wait, is that how you spell gurney? I thought gurney had a G. Or a U, I mean, gurney. Oh my gosh. I don't want to get it wrong. What if it's nervy? And I'm like, oh, that's dumb. Or gurney. Okay, would you guys fault me if I look up? Okay. No, gurney is with a U. Gurney's with a U. Oh my gosh. Gosh, I don't want to hit enter. What if I'm wrong? What if I'm wrong? Then I literally have a 155-day streak on the line, and after playing 200, I have a 100% win ratio. Oh, you guys, I can't. I can't. I'm doing it. Here I go. Oh! I'm dying inside. Oh my gosh. What kind of word is nervy? What the heck? Oh, Rubina's on my side. Oh my gosh. Query? That's not a word. Austri's on my side too. Look at okay. Nervy. Okay, I'm gonna look up this word. Nervy. What the heck? Nervy. Bold or impudent. Easily agitated or alarmed. Nervous. Nervy. Okay, well, last 2 days, Wordle has been in hard mode. Because what the heck is this word? Nervy. I almost watched my whole empire crumble right here. 201. You guys, if you've played 201 times and you've won every single time, and then you get to the 6th guess and you're like, I've never heard this word before. Yeah, that makes... Oh, my blood pressure just went down as a result of getting this right. Oh my gosh, my blood pressure was high. I should wear one of those like heart monitor things to see like to have it go up and down. You can see, you know, like how like live streamers will have heart rate monitors that go up and down. You can test your heart rate. Oh, that would be so funny. Oh my gosh, nervy. I was nervy about this word, nervy. In British English, you might say someone is nervy. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have a little lie down after this. Goodness. All right. And then the Strands. If you've never played Strands before, think of it like a word search. Except they don't give you the words. We don't know what the words are. They're hidden somewhere in here. Tech accessories. Tech accessories. So are these actually just tech accessories? Maybe. Like a case? Yeah, you're going to buy a case for your tech, for your phone. Charger. Hey, a charger, a case. Maybe like a screen protector. What's the K doing there by itself? That's weirding me out. What's a K doing there by itself? Ear. I thought like earbuds. I don't think that's correct. By the Apple Pencil. Fool. Oh, there's another one. Loofah. Why would you buy a loofah for tech accessory? A case, a charger, like a battery. I see a double B here. That's weirding me out. Why is there a double B there? You guys see anything that might work here? Ooh, there's one, a stylus. You're going to buy an Apple Pencil. I even said Apple Pencil. Stylus. Speaker? Sure. Buy a speaker. Tech accessories. Speaker, case, charger, stylus. Tablet. There's our spangram. Okay, things you'll buy for your tablet. Oh, here, keyboard. And then, let's see, 6 of 8, so there's 2 more words here. Oh, you might buy a stand. Yeah. And a folio. There we go, like a trapper keeper for your tablet. Well, we did it. I'm still shaken up by that Wordle. Oh my gosh, we did it. We did it on the 6th with a word that I have never used before. Cool. Strands. Today's theme for the Strands was tech accessories that you could buy for your tablet. There it is, tablet. Oh my goodness. Look, this one's not lining up either. What is going on here? I'm going to have to kind of fix this a little bit to make it fit. Maybe I'll do that right now because that's kind of bugging me. Alright, fine. We'll fix it some other time. Yeah, it's like lower on the page now. Huh. Alright, well, what are you going to buy for your tablet, speaker, stand? You might buy a folio, like a case for it, a case. What's that one? Keyboard. I was trying to read it backwards. D-R-A. I'm like, wow. Yeah, read it the other way. Keyboard, charger, or a stylus. Nice. Yeah, I don't know why that got all funny looking like that. Okay. We'll have to fix that after. And then, letterboxed. Okay, and if you've never played letterboxed before, this is actually a really fun one. We have to solve it in 4 words. Sometimes we get lucky and solve it in 2. But hopefully you don't have to do more than what it says. Like that. I see an E, a K, and an R. W, T, and I. A, L, and O. B, C, and N. And finally, we've got... oh, actually, we can play that. Look at this. Watch this. We could play beacon. Or we could play beckon. I feel like to get rid of the K, maybe we should play beckon. I-N. There's no G. It would be nice if I could play beckoning. I-N-G. Now we're on the N. Nail. Just play nail. That's fine. Nail's fine. Learn. Play learn, that's fine. Oh, then I need to use the T. Learnt is a word. Learnt is a word. That's wonderful. It's a yucky word, but it's a word. Learnt. Learned. Learnt. I'm going to play it. And how about just toe? We need to use up the W. Great. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Okay. Look, this one looks weird too. Something funny has happened to the website. It doesn't quite line up like it usually does. Okay, well, awesome. So in the letter box today, we've got beckon, and the N led us to nail, and then the L for learnt, and then the T for toe. You know, while I've got it here, I think I'm gonna adjust that real quick. I hope it's okay with you. So if let's see, I want to go. For the top, let's. Oh, I'm working on the wrong one. That's why. Okay. But even that's wrong. Okay, so here, I'm just going to do these one by one. I'm so sorry. You can I peel back the curtain. So crop this one. Let's take it off the top. Trying to move these around so you can see them. How about the bottom one? Oh, wait, I want to turn up the bottom one. And we move it here so you can see that. And then this whole puzzle, not this, this. Sorry, it's a little messy while I'm trying to figure this out. There we go. We can see those words now. And then this part at the bottom, yeah, it got all cut off. So cut off the top. Now we can see the word happening there. I still want to see kind of how we got to that answer. There we go. That looks better. That looks better. Okay, well, all right. So if that looks better to you, I think it looks better to me too. I just don't know why I did that. I'm going to have to fix it on the other one too because the Strands puzzle looked funny. Look, if I click connections, connections looks fine. If I hit mini crossword, I had to change the mini crossword. That was weird. Wordle looks fine as always. And then the Strands puzzle got super weird too. Huh. Well, let's recap and then I'll fix the Strands one so you guys aren't bored to tears watching me fix things in OBS. OBS is an awesome program. Just the way I have it set up, as soon as they fix or change something, I'm like, what the heck? Why did they change it? Okay, so in the connections puzzle today, we have the green category first, exaggerated as a performance. Campy, dramatic, hammy, or overdone. Love that. The yellow category, parts of a college campus, the cafeteria, the dorm, the library, and the quad. Starts of the Greek letters, beta, delta, lambda, and theta. So bet, delt, lam, and the. Close in on. That's the yellow, the blue category. Corner, surround, trap, and tree. When you chase somebody up a tree. That's great. Okay. To keep in the loop, in a way. To CC, to carbon copy someone. CCs. They're kept in the loop. Belts. Keep your belt in your belt loops. I love that. Love to pieces. Adore. Adore. I have a favorite belt. Any of you guys have a favorite belt, or am I just crazy? So my favorite belt, if you know Arnold Palmer, so the brand Arnold Palmer. Of course, he was a golfer, right? He's since retired and passed away. He was super successful. Started a, I don't know if he started the company, but maybe just somebody bought the rights to his name. Arnold Palmer, the drink, it's half iced tea, half lemonade. It is one of the best things you'll ever drink. But there's all sorts of merchandise, and one of the merch pieces that I bought was a belt that has the Arnold Palmer logo on it. Well, that belt has since torn to pieces, and I had to buy a different one, and now that one is being torn to pieces because I wear it all day, every day. Every day, if I'm wearing shorts, if I'm wearing khakis, if I'm wearing pants to church, jeans, whatever. I have that belt, this Arnold Palmer belt on. I love it. It has that kind of rainbow umbrella logo. That's I don't know. I just love it. So, yeah, but even that one's falling apart. Considering taking construction adhesive to it or something to fix it. I don't know. Love to pieces. Adore. A craze. Mania. Right? Beatlemania. Single weightlifting unit, reps. Type of wood, Horace Slughorn's wand in Harry Potter books. That is cedar wood. 2 down is what might have you seeing double. Clone. Yeah, that's funny. That would make you see double, wouldn't it? Cartoonist's creation, a strip. At first I said comic, which is not correct. Strip, that makes more sense. And then kapow, bam! And then the Caribbean, or Caribbean, depending on where you're from and how you pronounce it, a sea. The Caribbean Sea. Okay, nice. Nice. Oh my gosh, this Wordle. What is this Wordle even? So I started with the word bread, which gave us the R and the E, and it was all downhill from there. A non-intersecting word with that one could have been hoist. And that worked just fine. Could have been. Was hoist. And then I tried mucky, which gave us a Y at the end. A little bit of hope. Glimmer of hope. So I started with the RE word, reply, and that was not it. And then I'm like, okay, well, where does the R go? If it doesn't go at the first or the second, it's either the third or the fourth or both. So I tried it in both, and it was only in the third. So here I am at the very last guess, going, I know 0 words that do this. Apparently, nervy is a word, so congratulations if you know the word nervy. I did not. So I was literally just like, okay, well, either I get it here or I don't. The other word I thought it was gurney, but it's G-U-R-N-E-Y. It's way too long. It doesn't work. So the only thing that logically made sense there was nervy, and I'm like, huh? Who's thinking of these words? And then you'll have to forgive me on this one. I need to like fix. I need to fix the layout of the puzzle. You can kind of see it that way. Okay, so speaker, tech accessories, right? Things you'll buy for your tablet. Speaker, stand, a folio, kind of like a trapper keeper for your case. A case. Oops, I lost the thing. Keyboard. Yeah, some cases or folios have a keyboard built in. Charger and a stylus. I'm going to fix that one soon. Okay, and then our letterbox today. Beckon. The N led to nail. And then the L led to learnt with the T. Apparently that's a word. Learnt. And then T for toe. I just needed to get rid of that dumb W. There it was. All right, well, good. If you enjoyed what you saw today, give it a like. Consider subscribing, because we do this every single day, hopefully with less technical difficulties. After this, I am off to help my wife and kids. We're having a party in a little while. My daughter's birthday is coming up, and to celebrate one of her birthday parties, right? Birthdays last an entire week for our family. We are going to have a ton of friends come over, which is awesome. And those friends are going to hopefully be in our backyard. And our backyard looks kind of disastrous right now. So I'm going to fix that. I'm going to fix our disastrous backyard. Hopefully make it look nice for them. So, yeah. Anyway, if you like what you see, give it a like. Smash the like button. And consider subscribing. And you know what? Have an awesome day. Have an awesome Wednesday. I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.